Are we live?
Yippee.
Okay, my mic is off. Hold on. We love,
Nice,
we love.
magaling.
We love our scuff. Oh my god, that I'm sorry for people in
Can't be
advance.
professional streamer if you're not scuff.
Yeah, yeah. What is a dead mother stream without any scuffness, as I say in my taglines? Alright. And so, hello, we are live with session 4. Oh my god, we got to session 4. That means we are in the halfway point. Ah!
Yippee.
It's halfway point of the session. We have 2 sessions left after this, and we got ads. I'm so sorry for the people who just got on and we're on ads! But in the middle of it, this is Luminance. It is a Paladin Pendragon mini campaign run by the lovely Tag Sessions, or Tobyman, who has been running lots of cool and unique games, and this one is inspired from V Rising lore. There are knights that are in the Paladin Pendragon games. It's actually we devote ourselves to Charlemagne. In this instance, we devote ourselves to Solaris. So each of these knights have a particular flavor of knight, and we have been through a lot, and I mean a lot. Um, we're gonna start first with a couple of introductions, starting with Yeats.
Denma.
No, why me? Why me? God, God. Okay. If I am to introduce myself, why am I introducing? I'm in my own. Okay. Hi, I'm Dead Mother. I am playing Adam, the Rose Knight, and I just recently updated them a little bit. You can basically they are the Rose Knight. They are now currently forgiving, generous, and just. They just bumped up a little bit of their merciful and last session's events, as well as energetic. She is of poetic and noble speech, and has a piercing gaze and a feminine soft face, and is devoted to Saint Gabriel, the patron saint of messengers. And a little addendum, just to remind Sin, like, you know,
Yes.
what the character did last session, what I remembered and recall, just so that people are in touch with what happened. I do remember there was a troll, but it wasn't a troll. It was something else. And then
An ogre.
It was a farmer.
it was a farmer ogre, and we tried to behead it. We struggled a lot, and there was
And it's giant pig.
and it's giant pigs. The giant pigs got beheaded, and then it merged, and then we realized we witnessed the origin story of
Gorswine.
Gorswine the Ravager. Gorswine.
The unofficial
The
origin
the
story,
on
I will
of
just say.
it was based off dice rolls, which was super cool. I'm like, it was scary, but it was
I will
fun.
I will just remind everyone that I am not officially tied with the V Rising game, so I am making things up as I go along.
It's fun though. It's been fun. Like holy moly. The fact that we were able to come up with that is crazy. Crazy. And that's most of what I remembered. Something about Bloody Rain, but I think that's someone else's scene. Or was it ours?
Yeah.
It was
That was Inigo's. Well, you also had a bit of blood rains.
You see it.
use okay, alright. Yeah, I figured it wasn't like I remember the blood rain, but I don't think that was my scene. So yeah, that's mostly it. I'm excited, I'm scared, and yeah, I'm gonna pass the turn to Sin. Yeet.
Yes, hi, my name is Sin. I am the player of Inigo Sangres, who is a knight that had basically ventured away from Adam and Lance's party, apparently, because they decided that they would actually focus on the mission that they were told to do, which is to head towards the mining encampment, rather than the copper mines, to figure out what's going on exactly. And so that's where we are. And well, when we found out, apparently Quincy was there on inspection day, I guess, or something, because he was there to greet Inigo Sangres, and that's also where he found out about his family having ties to the Bandit King. And then even to more surprise, being told, "Hey, let's get wet in the rain, because here it comes."
Kind of sus.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that's a little sus. Little saucy baka is.
So the question now is, does Inigo trust him or not?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Someone commented, giant pigs?
Yes.
Well, one giant pig. The rest were normal sized.
I mean, well, no, technically it is made up of several giant pigs.
That's true.
Or rather, it's a giant pig made up of several pigs. Ugh.
Nods. Yes, and I believe we have a third player who is catching up. That's all we're gonna say. They're gonna eventually get here and get their introductions in order. But we're gonna turn it over to our lovely game master, who will fill in the blanks that the players missed in what they recalled last session. So, Toby, you have the floor.
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Toby of Tag Sessions. I'm running the game using the Paladin system of Chaosium. The game is greatly inspired by the Pendragon system of Gret Stafford, and this one is using the V Rising setting as the setting of the game, as requested by Denma and Vetra. This is not official. This is not a paid game. I am not affiliated with either company, but we are having fun. There will be a lot of dark elements here, content warnings to anyone watching. There will be body horror. There will be violence, sexual innuendo, dark moments, lots of blood, because this is vampire inspired. But at the same time, this will be a fun romp, so I hope everyone will enjoy. This is the fourth session, and as of session 3, the knights encountered an ogre who they discovered to be a farmer who was caught in the rain. He was looking for his pigs when the rain caught him, and it transformed him into this massive ogre that not only affected his mind but also affected his state of being. He was surprisingly durable, even as the knights tried to bring him peace by killing him. In the end, the corrupting forces had the ogre start to physically merge with his corrupted pigs, speaking the words gore, swine, ravage, and he turns into Gore Swine the Ravager as he unleashes green flame upon the knights. Eventually, Gore Swine teleports away, and the knights are forced to take shelter from the falling rain. At the copper mine, Inigo had arrived ahead of the others and was wondering where they were when a stranger showed up. Inigo had a brief flashback of his hunting time with his father and his encounter with an oracle woman who read his destiny, and saw that death will come at the village and how they will be instrumental to Dracula's fall. Inigo at the present time realizes the stranger turns out to be the bandit king Quincy. The two engage in a brief fight, but the fight halts when the bandit king recognizes Inigo as Mandel's son, who was a dear friend of his before.
Mandel.
The bandit king invites him to stay with him and allow the rain to pour down on them. And that's where we ended last session.
Spook. There we go.
So, shall we officially begin?
Yes.
We shall officially begin with you, Denma.
Ah! Oh shit, I set the scene too. Okay. Go ahead.
As the Rose Knight, your mind is still reeling with the encounter that happened hours ago. But after the downpour, you and your fellow knights continued on to fulfill your journey and to fulfill your quest and complete the journey. You arrive at the mines with the rest of the knights. For this period of time, while Vetra is not yet present in the game, we shall make him a wallflowering NPC in the background. Whenever anything happens, he shall protect the squares, just so that we know that he's in the scene but not active. We've also lost a few knights in the previous game, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've lost Bread and Fang.
Yeah. Christ.
So, with you right now are Pigeon, or also known as Feather Knight, depending on whether you're praising him or insulting him. Brazen Knight, you, and Vetra, the Bloody Knight. So the four of you arrive at the mines, and you see that the place is just like everywhere else where you've traveled. It's drenched with blood from the rains. Everything glistens against the moonlight in a slick coppery color. The entrance to the mine is clearly visible in the distance. Despite the lack of light sources, the moonlight is quite bright. You sense there is someone in the area, and this feeling of some presence being there is amplified by the fact that during your journey from the last session to the mines, the Bloody Knight did confirm that the wolves seem to be traveling parallel to the group. Remember, there's the great wolves that have been
Yeah.
quietly stalking the group, but you've learned that they seem to be helping you. They've sent warnings. They've been keeping watch.
Okay.
They've been walking alongside the group during the journey.
Okay. Um, just for dramatic effect, like, because it's just freshly rained, like, I'm looking at the sludge from where my footsteps have been with the blood and, like, the mud and...
Give me a 20 roll.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Sorry, a what?
I got a 6.
A 6. There's a bird on the ground close to where your horse's hooves are, and you see the bird is struggling to shake off the muddy waters that it's obviously been drenched in the rain and was I guess you could say trapped in the puddle before you arrived.
I stare at it. Does it look like it's dead? Or it's like fighting?
It it's almost acting like a fish the way it's flopping out of the water.
And yeah.
And as it flops out of the puddle onto the dry ground, its body is in this awkward twisted position. It's like a bird trying to do yoga. The wings are stretched in this weird, odd way. The head is almost pushed back to its tail.
I immediately go down and try to, like, help it, like, arrange it in the way a bird should be posing, of, like, the wings and the head.
You leap off your horse to try to help. Oh, wait. Earlier, for all the rolls you guys made, you should remove the check marks, okay?
Yes, I have.
Yep, I did.
Okay, then for Adam, having leapt off the horse, I will have you put a check mark on merciful, as you are choosing to act merciful this moment.
Yes.
You land on the ground, and Brazen looks at you, startled as he heard your sudden motion. He looks around, hand on sword hilt, worried that there's some sort of danger you've spotted. Pigeon sees what you're doing and tells you, "Are you sure we have time for that?"
There is always time. It's just a small amount of time to help anyone in need.
We're paladins. Our focus is on people. If you wish to worry about the animals, maybe you should have become a druid instead.
I give him that "are you for real" face. Like,
Seeing your expression,
I say nothing. It's more like the coldest. It is the coldest. I have the piercing gaze, right, as the character. It's like it is the coldest, most piercing gaze that he's ever gonna feel from enemy. Like really? And like, tell that to God, like, kind of eyes.
He looks away. Obviously, your gaze has caught him unawares, and he feels now foolish for having brought it up. As you bend down and reach down for the pigeon to try to help it, you reach your hand under its head to try to flop it against the tail, away from the tail. It's then that you notice the wings, like, for a split second, swelled up, and suddenly they're twice their size.
Will I see this as corruption or a sign from my saint? I will choose the latter. Is there anything I can do to, like, kind of see this as a sign from God, or, like, is this like a warning, an omen? Is there kind of anything that I could use to see if this is like a omen of, like, this is bad, is a bad juju?
Let's make that a religion roll.
My religion is 11. Can I invoke the love of God? It has been low.
Of course.
Please, I would like to see that. Perhaps this is God's way of saying he moves in mysterious ways. There's a reason for us to be here. All this pain. It's a 1! There's a 1. Roll of 1. That's scary.
That's perfect. Your religion from 11 goes up to 21.
Religion 21.
So
Okay.
you cannot fail your religion roll now.
Okay. I got a 12. 21 to 12.
Yeah, so you don't crit, but your 12 would have failed with your base 11 religion had you not invoked God for your passion roll.
Yes.
Staring, you call upon God to guide you to see if this is His work, and you horridly realize that the pigeon's swollen wings in that breath of a moment swells further to the point that now the wings extend into fingers. They're like swollen, featherless fingers. It's like each wing is now a hand, and the hands are now suddenly clasping together as if in mock prayer. And you realize this is nothing holy.
I will, in this response, grab my dagger and stab it. Kill it.
You pull the blade out. The Feather Knight sees what you're doing and mutters, "Bring peace to that corrupted thing." And as you descend the blade down, we cut to you, Sin.
Oh boy.
You awaken. You are on the ground. You do not. You're struggling to recall the last few minutes that had passed, or at least the last few moments. You remember staring at the rain. You remember
head being
Quincy
gripped
holding your
by-
shoulders. Yeah, his one hand holding your head, the other hand holding
Maybe
your
that's why I
shoulder.
passed out.
You remember the curtain of rain closing in, and then nothing. And now you open your eyes. You could feel that your body is cold. Your armor is heavy and slick. You could hear the sounds of night. The crickets in the distance, the owl further distant, the rustling of wind against trees, the clanking of armor, the neighing of horses, and then the distinct sound of metal sliding into meat as the sharp coppery smell reaches your nose. Something just got stabbed.
Yeah, he gets up slowly and looks around.
I'll have you roll awareness.
Yippee! What's my awareness? I know I just upgraded my awareness, right? No, I didn't.
6.
I rolled a
Your
6,
awareness
right?
is 6.
And I rolled a 13.
You sit up, and as you sit up, suddenly you're falling. Because as it turned out, just seconds ago, you were lying impossibly on top of branches.
Mhm.
And you are now, having shifted your position and adjusted your weight, crashing through the branches that were holding you earlier. Dry branches, old leaves, sharp corners are slamming into your armor and body as you're falling. You will have to try to catch yourself, grab something before you hit the ground. What armor are you wearing?
Full plate.
Oh shit.
Oh god. Full plate offers a -10 on your dexterity roll. Your dexterity is
Yay.
7. You cannot succeed this roll.
No.
Please roll 2d6.
Okay. I was gonna say, can I strike to hug the tree as I'm falling?
Normally yes, but that assumes you were fast enough to act.
Fair enough. I rolled 11. Or 5 and 6.
I'm sorry. I've adjusted your wounds.
Okay.
You rip through the twigs, the branches, most of them doing superficial damage as your armor takes the brunt of it. But then the branches are gone and you're free fall and you slam into the ground. Armor does not protect you from falls.
Yeah,
And
fair
the
enough.
immense impact, you're worried you may have broken something. The shock of pain just explodes outwards from your spine to every extremity. Your vision whites out for a brief moment. You suffer -10 from all actions until further notice.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
You're staring at the shadow of the tree above you. You don't know how you were on top of that oak.
Well, I'm down of it now.
A shadow comes upon you, and from the
Mhm.
corner of your helmet, you look through the visor and you see your horse staring at you. Your horse looks worried as it checks on you.
It's like, oh, Rocinante. And then he just reaches out to like pet its snout.
You reach to touch your horse. You feel your arm is in utter pain, but you're able to lift it. Thankfully, your arm is not broken. And that's
Oh,
when
thank
you
God.
hear it. You hear the voice that sounds like it's coming from the very air beside your head.
Oh, God.
Idiot.
Huh? Like, he immediately snaps back upon hearing idiot and like, who dares call Inigo Sangres an idiot?
Your horse gives a physical reaction as it looks around, its tail whipping at itself to push away the flies, and it looks back at you and mutters, "Idiot." Your horse is talking.
My horse is talking? My horse can talk?
You're
Am I Don
staring at the
Quixote?
horse. You're looking at the horse. You're not seeing its mouth move in any way. You're seeing its eyes staring at you meaningfully. And again, you hear the voice, "Idiot of a human."
Like, at that point, like he like tries to scramble up to like look for who the hell is calling him an idiot, because there's no way his horse would call him an idiot if his horse
You,
started talking.
you start to sit up. The immense pain is on your back. It's spreading, but thankfully nothing broken. It's the pain of,
Literally
you
falling
fell.
falling from the
Yep.
top of an oak tree within full plate.
But thankfully, as you are now in sitting position, you look around. You're checking your arms. Everything can move. You're able to bend your elbows.
Mhm.
You're looking at your legs. Each foot moves. Your horse steps close to you, and you hear again the voice. Should have just carefully went down.
And at this point, he's like looking around, like is the person insulting him like on top of his horse or something? And as he looks around,
You stare at your horse. There's no one on Rocinante's back. You look around in the vicinity. There's no sign of Quincy.
where the fuck did Quincy go? Where am
And then
I?
you stare at the horse as you're thinking that, and as you're looking around, you hear the voice. Other human left. He laughed as you flew.
I flew. What?
Idiot.
Okay, who are you to call me an idiot?
Your horse walks away from you. And as he walks away from you, he then turns to look at you. And he starts motioning his head. And you remember when in your bond with your horse, he would do this when he wanted you to get his attention. He wanted to get your attention.
Mhm. Yeah, and so in this case, as he's like shifty eyes looking around the place, like what the fuck? The bee is going to follow his horse though, as at the motion of his horse's head nodding.
Inigo, dumb horse, dumber human.
Okay, you can call me stupid. You cannot call my horse stupid. Who are you?
And Rocinante walks up to you, smacks his face against you.
But that point is like, he's like he puts his hand on Rocinante's face, like, is it you?
Yes.
At that point, like he's like, Rocinante, why would you call me an idiot? Why would you call yourself an idiot?
The horse gives the closest approximation to a horse sighing in frustration. And the next thing you know, it turns around and gently kicks you back to the ground.
Stop!
Idiot. You're staring at the top of the tree, at the bottom of the tree again as you hit the ground. Your horse now talks. You
My horse
supposedly
talks. I
flew.
understand my horse. My horse talks. I flew. What is going on?
And and as you're pondering on this, we cut back to blade stabs into fleshy meat. Pigeon fingers grab the blade as if to try to stop you, but it then expires as the hands curl down and fall. Pigeon Knight stares at you, Rose Knight, and mutters,
I better.
"Only a fool would have stayed in the rain."
Idiot.
Oh my god.
Is Vetra with us?
Not yet. Not yet.
Hello.
Oh,
There
Daisy.
he is.
Ah.
I have just joined.
What's up?
And Demma, everything is fine. Mum just wanted to talk with me for a while. We haven't talked for a while, so
Oh. Oh.
I can say no. I know we had this going, so
No, it's okay.
um
I'm glad she's okay and it's nothing serious and it was just mom, mom time.
nothing serious.
Mom time. I like that.
Yes,
Hi.
mum time.
Mom time. Okay. Turn on your cam.
Hang on, I gotta clean up a whole bunch
Ah.
of shit.
Fine.
I
Um,
guess just message when you're game to join in, and I'll give you a quick recap on that point. At that point, because we're making the most of our
I-
time since we're only playing till
I'm
9.
good.
Okay.
So yeah. The recap for you, Vetra.
Yes.
Rose Knight and the rest, including you, have continued on to the mines after the rain had stopped. The wolves were quietly moving in parallel within the forest, accompanying you during the journey to the mines. um, upon arriving nearer to the mines, the Rose Knight noticed a pigeon drenched in the waters from the rain. And as the Rose Knight tried to help get it out of the waters, it flopped around. Suddenly, its wings turned into fleshy fingers. And realizing it was corrupted, the Rose Knight relieved it from the world as an act of mercy. Elsewhere, Inigo woke up to the smell of something having been stabbed, and suddenly, as he tried to sit up, fell because turns out he was on top of a tree. And upon crashing into the ground, a voice started telling him he was being an idiot, and he has now discovered it's his horse. He somehow can speak with his horse. Characters have not met yet, but you are with Denma and a group of knights. I assumed you were keeping watch of the squires until you arrived, just so that you were wallflowering in the background.
Menace in
So
the
yeah.
background. Just
So just to match timelines, Vetra, your character, the Lance Knight, the Bloody Knight, Lance, you have noticed the wolves have been shadowing the group.
Yeah.
Did you want to try to reach out to them, or did you just focus on reassuring your companions the wolves are friends?
I reckon he will have actually gone to the wolves. Do the wolves look like they've changed at all since the last time, considering it has rained?
The glimpses you see of them between the trees show they are still generally wolves. Nothing seems to have changed much from their appearance. The one that looks the most changed is the alpha wolf, which, from our previous descriptions, the wolves, as big as they are, the size of bicycles. The alpha wolf would be pretty much the size of a larger motorcycle. At its shoulders, at the head level of the wolf, it would be around your shoulder level in terms of how tall it was. When you would focus on them, the rest of the wolves would just continue moving. The alpha would stare back at you.
I don't think we've procured any meat on the way, have we? No.
Well, you did
It's just
stop. You did stop at the village, so it's possible you could have procured some resources, or it's maybe the stuff you already carry. So
yeah. Again, I don't know if they probably have been catching their own meals too, but I'd say, considering with their presence around, that they're probably keeping some of the other creatures at bay. So I'd probably grab some rationed meat and stuff like that and he'd walk over there by himself, not with any of the others around him, considering they're still probably all afraid of the wolves. And if he can get close enough, he'd probably lay the meat in front of them.
I'll have you roll Valor.
Oh yeah.
Your Valor is 18.
I rolled an 11.
Not feeling any fear, you easily walk away from the group. This is while Rose Knight is handling the pigeon scene. And as you bring out one of your rations and you're starting to undo its wrapping, the alpha wolf emerges from the shadows of the trees to look at you. It stares at you with its intelligent gaze, and you feel the words reach you. This is it's like a telepathic connection of communication, but it has a distinct physical presence to it.
Yep.
It's almost like you feel its snout is close to your face that moment, even if you see him far away.
Yeah.
And you can actually feel the grumbles of its voice against your bones, as if the sound was conducted through it. Keep your food, human. We hunt when need be.
Alright. It was just for appreciation that for not getting too close and scaring the pack I am with.
We are not your pack.
I know.
You mistake us as allies. We are here for duty.
And what is this duty?
It's about to answer when blade on pigeon. Pigeon gives a sound, and all of a sudden, not that far away, maybe a few yards, you hear something like maybe a person in full plate armor falling through a tree and then hitting the ground. The wolf does not answer. Having heard that sound, do you prod the wolf for an answer, or do you hurry to check the sound?
He's still looking at the wolf when he's asking that question, waiting for an answer.
The wolf then answers, since you did focus on the wolf. We are here to ensure your fates.
Our fates. You mean whether we live or die? For this
Before I
mission?
answer that, Denma,
Yeah.
because time is matching for the two of you. As you complete the stab, you hear the clamor, you hear the body hitting the ground, you hear the voice in the distant screaming. Um, Pigeon Knight, having heard this, has rushed off to check what that caused the sound. Brazen Knight is looking at you to follow your stead. Do you go after Pigeon Knight? Or do you check on Bloody Knight and the others?
Bloody Knight's fine. I'm gonna check where the sound of the clunking is. He's fine. He's dealt with that
So
thing for a while.
I presume you leap onto your horse and ride after Pigeon Knight.
Yes.
Because you went down from your horse. Leaping onto your horse, you rush after Pigeon Knight, Brazen follows, so the three of you head off. Cutting back to you, Bloody Knight. You hear the group leaving to go and check on the sound. You still focus on the wolf. And the wolf mutters, "The village comes. The end of our duty is near."
He packs up the food and then slowly catches up with the rest of the group.
Wrapping the rations as you start to turn your horse towards where everyone had gone off. The alpha wolf suddenly leaps forward, lands close to you, and its fangs snap at something close to your horse's hooves. Your horse, startled, adjusts and almost causes you to lose your balance. But as you look down, you see the alpha wolf had struck what seems to be a viper that was in the grass, close to where your horse was. The alpha wolf spits the viper out onto the ground and it dies, writhing in pain. And the wolf looks at you and mutters, "Death too soon to happen now."
I plan to die old.
"You will not," it mutters as you ride off. Denma, we cut to you.
Ah!
You, Pigeon and Brazen, are rushing to the sound, and as you find the source of the sound, you see a knight who's half seated, half lying on the ground on the base of a tree.
Does he look
Uh, a
familiar?
A horse nearby is staring at the knight. You may roll heraldry to recognize the knight from a distance because you cannot see his face,
Okay.
but you will see his sigil on his armor.
Okay.
Likewise,
Wonder
while
who
you're
it
doing
is.
that, Sin, you may roll heraldry to recognize the
I
incoming.
only have one heraldry.
Oh boy. My heraldry hat
Bad
again.
night. Bad night with one
How about-
heraldry. Very bad night.
I know, and I
I only
rolled
have 4.
14.
Let's see what we get. Oh! Hey, let's go!
I don't know.
Um,
Who is this fuck? Who the fuck is this
The three
dude?
of you closed in, seeing the figure in the ground. Pigeon Knight, of course, mutters, "Be ready. This could be a trap." Brazen is already hopping off his horse and getting his sword ready. And you, Inigo, you recognize the three approaching immediately. You notice Brazen's already getting ready to fight with his sword being drawn.
As soon as Inigo gets up, he's like, "Stay your blade, Brazen Knight. You and I both know it's going to end poorly for you."
Brazen stops and stares at you a bit shocked. Glances at Rose Knight with this almost, "Is this really him?"
Would I need to roll heraldry at all? No.
What is Inigo's other knight name?
Inigo's other knight name.
Yeah, like Lance is the bloodied knight, Adam is the
Alright.
rose knight.
Yeah, Inigo would technically be called the Knight of the Woods because of the fact that he is a border knight and
Okay.
that he is from a hunting family.
You hear the voice, and immediately you recognize the voice. Denma?
I recognize his voice.
Yes, thankfully. Having spoken, you recognize his voice and realize it is the Knight of the Woods.
Oh, sorry. Had you not spoken, I would not have recognized you.
Could be a trick, you hear Brazen, still holding his blade ready.
I literally put my hand and like lower it, like like when Peter like lower your sword, Peter. All right, Peter, lower your sword. All right, and I quote the Bible. Peter, lower your sword. It's a friend.
The Feather Knight looks at you, Rose, and nods and mutters. Perhaps the Bloody Knight can share some thoughts on this. He looks back. Where is he?
He's with his
He's just like
pets. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is Lance catching up, or is Lance still with
What?
the wolves?
Lance will be catching up.
Okay.
They're not pets.
Oh. I was like, sorry, he heard me. Yes. You recognize him, do you not? Lord Sangris?
We gotta look at his face.
It is his voice that makes me recognize
Okay.
him. He looks like a
I like
commoner,
my-
if anything.
I'm going off the family characteristic of never forget a face.
All right.
At that
Of course,
point,
the
at
horse
that
just gives the sound. Feather Knight looks around and mutters, "Have you been here long, Inigo?"
If you mean here specifically, no. If you mean in these woods, yes.
We had just arrived. I guess you were able to arrive here earlier than us.
I was wondering what it took you all so long, as he takes off this helmet for Lance to recognize.
I go, pray tell, Knight of the Woods, what story can you tell of whence, how you fell off something? Probably it's a good story
why
to
do
tell.
I feel like I'm hearing what are your wise words, Knights of the Wood?
No, it's my... No, that was a good
Tell
fucking
me your
story.
wisdom, Knights of the Woods.
No, that's for the toilet. That's for the that's a Chimisi toilet guy. But yeah, what's the story behind you falling? I'm sure it's a good story.
I actually do not remember because I woke up apparently upon the top of this oak tree as he like pats the oak tree like an old friend.
Oh,
The horse just gives a neighing sound. The Feather Knight glances around. You don't look your best. And what do you mean you were on the tree?
He points up to see to like literally all of the broken branches. It's like I had literally just I don't remember exactly what had happened, but I just remember that I was on top of or rather apparently I had been on top of this tree just recently. As he like literally gives a slight cough. Maybe there's just like a bit of a splash of blood because of it.
Brazen looks around, still worried. I still feel this is a trap. Pigeon just shakes his head. Everything's a trap in your eyes.
You are going to die of high blood pressure at this rate.
Can I do an awareness roll?
For what?
Like, even though that one saying is like everything's a trap, and it's like might as well keep an eye out as well. Even if this is our own guy, he was in a tree.
Yeah. So do you want to spot anything out of the ordinary or anything?
Yes, please.
All right, that's an awareness check. While you're doing that roll, Feather Knight looks around carefully and looks at you, Rose. What do you think happened? Whispers to you, looking at the tree as well.
he goes, Well, from is there a way for me to pull out any kind of story or history because I am a storyteller? Is there some known thing about the Knights of the Woods? Any kind of like, oh, they're known to climb trees, to
Oh,
spectate.
there's no such distinct group.
Okay.
That's just Inigo's. Just like you're the Rose Knight.
Uh,
Inigo's the Knight of the Woods.
I'm just gonna
He's called
then
that because
I will
he acts in.
I will lean into my storyteller. I'm gonna pull up a bullshit. It's like probably something in relation to the generations of families. They are known to climb trees. That is the best vantage point in the woods to spot all that
No
is
need to
within.
roll. No need to
Who
roll.
wants to,
You
put a
know
joke
that.
out there?
No need to roll. You know that Inigo cannot climb trees.
that makes it even funnier. I will say it in jest. Like, oh yeah, he climbed that tree. It's like the most like funny dry humor ever. It is run from his family of generation. I make it heard so that Sangres knows I'm like poking him. Like his family are known as great climbers. Like I make it like sound like a legendary thing, but it's bullshit. Be like,
Diva is like gonna be having the most unamused face at that like comment. Like, I, like, because in reality, what Inigo knows his title coming from is actually from just literally him being so stupidly, like, literally as large and as mighty as a tree. That's what he knows from because his title is different from what his father has technically.
yeah.
Parang it's like you're the rural knight.
Yeah.
My joke was going to be like, the knight that's always got wood up.
How was your roll, Vetra?
4.
You do notice the puddles, the rain. You spot where there are markings in the mud where heavy boots were standing.
Mhm.
It's a bit washed out because of the rain, but thankfully not completely destroyed. There were 2 people earlier standing in the rain. Now there's only Inigo. But you could see distinctly that it was like 2 pairs of footprints on the ground.
Yeah.
Those that the parts that haven't been washed away.
And does it look like Inigo's been covered in rain recently as well?
Staring at him, Inigo, have you removed your helmet?
Yes.
Yes, you see his. There's like those track marks of the rain that have
Yeah.
fall down his neck and skin from his hair because he's drenched. He was drenched.
Okay. And no deformities to him yet that we can tell.
Well, the only thing you can see right now is his face. So unfortunately, none yet.
None yet.
Hmm?
Pigeon, of course, mutters. So, this is the mines we're supposed to find.
Yes, the copper mines. In this case,
Raisin. Yeah, go on, go on.
yeah, in this case, it's active, so to speak. Though I will warn you that it would be best that we do not approach with the idea of trying to do anything else other than which is to survey the mines.
Brazen looks at you, Rose. What was our task supposed to be in the mine?
Can I get a refresher? I forgot. The character
about
knows.
about other knights that have gone missing.
And then there's a sober look from like the humor and stuff, like realizing we're here. You were supposed to investigate what has transpired of the missing knights.
Pigeon
that's
nods. Yeah, sorry, you go on.
Yeah, well, that's definitely going to be of something to bring up then to basically the owner of the mine. Because I can tell you right now, we are definitely going to be at a disadvantage if we are going to try to brute force this. As he looks at Lance.
What do you mean? Owner? Someone owns this place.
It's not as abandoned as the reports have said.
Who
Who
is...
else was here?
Yeah.
While technically it is not our mission and should not be our main objective, this is owned by Quincy, the Bandit King.
Like, this, like, oh, shit face.
Pigeon turns to Lance.
Yes, this is the person that we were warned about.
Will he be a problem? The Pigeon Knight asks you, Inigo.
And he looks at Lance, then looks at Brazen. It's like, depends on these two.
On which two?
He literally points at Brazen and the Bloody Knight. It's like, as long as these two aren't exactly sword happy, then there should be no issues. The main thing we are supposed to do is to confirm information. We are not here to subdue these bandits. And if they know anything, then that is going to be in our best interest, is to come at this passively. Like, hard stare at the Brazen Knight.
The rest of you see Rocinante, Inigo's horse, suddenly press against the knight.
What is it now, Rocinante?
Feather Knight, of course, ignores what's happening and turns to you, Lance. Will Quincy be someone we will have to deal with? Or do you think he will respect and understand our role in this?
They are bandits. That's a given. In dealing with them, we generally try to execute or detain the bandits and bring them back for execution. As much as I would love to give a bloody hell of a swing at them, we don't know their numbers. If he is named a bandit king, with our group we are not enough to deal with an entire group. And if they're withheld in a secured location...
He slowly nods, turning back to Brazen. Brazen is still staring at Inigo, uncertain. His hand has not left holding the hilt of his sword. Rose, what are you doing?
I'd say, like, I think it would be good to confront the captain of what has transpired. And if there was blood spilt, he must atone.
And we do know that they're not friends of, or fond of, us.
Simply find their own.
Yeah.
If they cannot respect that, they will be thrown suspicion of murdering our knights.
Alright, let's secure the mine then. Pigeon Knight turns to Bloody. You, head straight to the entrance of the mine. Ensure there is no one waiting at the entrance for us. Brazen, Rose, prepare a perimeter.
Of course.
Find opposing points to be able to watch each other from the distance and therefore cover the area. Feather looks at you, Knight of the Wood. You get back on your horse. I don't think it's safe for you to stay on foot. We've had strange encounters in our journey here.
At that point, Inigo is going to be. By the way, my horse seems to be wary of the fact that there are wolves nearby.
Your horse? Pigeon stares at you.
Yes, it is a very observant horse. And it
Brazen
only gets...
first to you, Rose. He speaks to his horse.
Yeah. Speak to your horse, buddy. You alright, buddy?
It looks,
No.
it looks at them like with that rural folk look, is like, if you cannot trust your horse to have your back and you do not speak to your horse, are you truly knights who care for your horse?
Wait.
But in fact, where are your horses? It's like,
I'm riding my horse. Can you not see that I'm?
On our horses.
wait, they're riding on their horses. It's like, your horses are concerned for these wolves, and it's like your horses seem to be very like dull to the fact that there are wolves nearby.
Because we've been traveling with wolves.
Why the hell have you been traveling with wolves? You ask me why the hell I talk to my horse, and like as if I'm the crazy person, yet you travel with wolves.
I talk to
The
wolves.
The wolves who have
Oh,
been with us
so
for the
I'm
last
not the
few
only
nights.
crazy person talking to animals now, apparently.
Shit.
Yes, but they already see me as crazy.
I have to
Like, the
slowly
shaking
agree to
his
that.
head.
I'd have to agree to that.
So, the wolf man over here, like pointing at the bloodied knight, and you're telling me I'm crazy because I talked to my horse who's been with me this whole time.
Brazen asks you a question though, and it makes you stop for a moment. Does it talk back?
It's like he does not talk specifically. It is just that the way that it moves and the way that it interacts with me, as if we are having our own conversation. As he like pets the snout of Rocinante.
The horse gives another very loud.
And
It stamps its foot a few times.
Lance turns his horse to head towards the entrance to the mine. It's like, then I'm the crazier one. The wolves talk back.
I'm sorry. I will all of you. Sin has been sending private messages of what the horse was
Yeah.
none of you can
Sorry.
hear the horse.
Yeah, no, he's like trying to. He's like I've been having Inigo like trying to feign ignorance of like his horse talking to, trying to make him not seem crazy.
My
It's like he's
God.
basically having. He's like trying to console the horse, like not now, not now, you dumb horse. This is not exactly the time to be having.
There were two conversations going on in this entire scene, and none of
Uh,
it is only
I'm-
only Sin can perceive both.
I mean, the thing is Lance crazy enough to understand what his horse is saying?
You
No.
speak
understand
wolf,
what-
not horse.
Lance, you have not noticed or heard anything from the horse. You know,
Yeah.
as far as you can see, the horse is just acting like a horse.
You speak wolfies, I
Oh.
speak horses.
Pigeon, of course, muttered, "Enough! We have a goal to finish. Best we finish it so we can return back to the castle.
Ah,
Proceed to your duties now. If we can leave before dawn, then better. We've been given a task. We finally arrived after all the strangeness we've encountered. I am eager to return home."
Then I will make this quick. He says as he like leads Rocinante like along with like trying to get back to the front of the copper mines.
No, you stay. Pigeon
No.
voice.
You are over. You are you are overthinking things. I've already spoken with Quincy. He says this is just like literally the fact that he's fallen out of a tree. Inigo is just like tired and like he feels like just the overthinkingness of the other knights is just going to make
Where?
it more complicated.
Where is Quincy? If you spoke with him, where is he?
But that is why I'm going to go in and check if he's in there. Because last
In the
time I
mine?
spoke, yes, in the mines. He owns the
The mines have
He
been
was here.
abandoned all these years.
yes.
As I've said, this is not as abandoned as what our intel has suggested.
Fine. He motions to Bloody Knight. go with him. It still matches your task after all.
Okay.
Looks at Rose and Brazen. Perimeter.
Yeah.
I'll establish.
I'm showing the
I'll
map.
establish a. Yeah. Go on.
I'm just showing the map of the area. The entrance is somewhere in the south, so I would choose to go to the rightmost side of the road over here.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Wait, there's a.
You ride off to that side while
The
it's on
V-Rising
Twitch.
map.
Oh,
The-
sorry, I don't have the Twitch open.
It's okay. It has
as you ride off in that direction, the two others approach the mine's entrance directly.
Right.
For those in the perimeter, which is just you,
Mhm.
Denma,
Okay.
I'll have you roll a. I'll have you roll an awareness roll.
Oh. Okay. 11.
For Vetra, I'm resharing the image of the map in the Discord channel.
Yeah.
It's not the
I'm
best
seeing-
quality, but it should help you
Yeah.
just visualize.
I'm seeing it right now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yippee! Thank you. I also have it here.
How was your roll, Denma?
Right, hold on. I'm missing. Oh, there's my dice. I rolled an 8. That's my awareness. Awareness is 9. I got an 8, so I pass.
You ride to the side. You're looking around the vicinity to be sure. You're a bit surprised that you see what seem to be the remnants of what could have been a village. There's the foundations of houses. There's the skeleton of what would have been a small waist-high wall. There's a well.
Huh?
Do you keep walking the perimeter? Do you explore any specific feature? Do you head back?
The one that looks like a village specifically. Is it more like ruins? And then like it was a farmer settlement that was I kind of want to go closer to the village settlement.
Riding closer to it, yes, it looks like the village that stood here did not last long. The buildings that do remain standing are not whole buildings. Like the walls are mostly gone. The roof has caved in. The village does not look like it was ravaged intentionally. It's not like burned down. You don't see hacked walls or anything like that. It looks more like it had been abandoned and time has not been kind.
Okay.
And while you're looking around in this area, sorry, go on.
I was just more curious. There was a village that existed in front of the copper mines. Is that
To the side of the copper mines, yes.
there has been a village before? Has there been any reports past us on what happened?
No. You are not aware of a village existing by the copper mines.
Oh shit! So I'm concerned. This is not in the history books. This isn't covered. So.
Or to the very least, this might have been a small attempt. Maybe it wasn't even a village yet. Maybe it was a hamlet that was still trying to grow and become more functional, but failed.
Okay. I will keep a note of that. I'm very concerned. What are the other points of interest I can look at other than the village?
There's a few ruined buildings. You can try walking around or through them to inspect them. There's the well.
I see the well. There's a moment of pause, but I walk towards it.
On your horse, you approach the well. And we cut to, on the opposite end, Brazen Knight is looking around in his area. Mostly trees, the path. Brazen stares as he realizes a pair of luminous eyes are staring straight at him. His heart pounds as he realizes it's one of the wolves. But then he's surprised at the wolves giving a collective howl.
Oh, Rusty.
Cutting to the other players.
Rusty.
Vetra and Sin. The two of you have walked to the entrance of the mine. The mouth of the entrance beckons. It is dark inside. There is still the sharp smell of copper in the air. It's kind of funny how copper kind of smells like blood, right? As you are staring at the mouth of this mine entrance, and you could see some of the chains, some of the wooden track that was used for the mine carts, some of the foundations that were intended to keep the cave from collapsing into itself. You hear the distant howls of wolves to the far western side. So, if we're looking at the map, north is the mine. You guys are facing it. To the west is where Brazen went, and the wolves are there suddenly all howling.
At that moment, like Inigo will look towards Lance and like, so what are they saying?
Can I was it is there a way I could sort of tell what type of howl it is, like whether it's a warning howl or if it's aggressive?
It's a warning howl. The wolves never really spoke with you, except for the alpha wolf.
Yeah.
But you understand animals, and this howl you're hearing is a warning. It's wolves warning each other of danger.
Mm-hmm. The warning of danger. So danger probably approaches from the west.
Your friend has not responded to you. He seems to be staring at his horse.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Like as he's looking at his horses and like with his piercing gaze, like before he goes like, all right. He looks at into the mine, giving a glancing side eye at his horse before shaking his head, and then he looks inside of the mine, and then he just in case quickly goes, Quincy. Actually,
You
I
peer
don't
into the
know.
mine. You
Yeah.
call out Quincy, and as you call out Quincy, I just realized on Twitch I have a hat all of a sudden.
I sneaked it in. I sneaked it in.
Thank you for the birthday greetings.
Yeah.
As you
Happy
call out
birthday.
Quincy, you are startled because you suddenly realize, Inigo,
Mhm.
the dark entrance of the mine is not dark for you at all. Please roll horsemanship.
Oh my god, horsemanship.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wait, what is my horsemanship? I forgot where that
Your
is.
horsemanship
there it
is 13.
Jesus. Okay.
30-minute warning, just letting you all know.
Well,
7.
You nearly slip when you're startled and grab hold of your horse. And as you're staring into the opening of the cave, everything is clear. There's no darkness for you. It's like it's a well-lit cave.
Seems like they've keep this place quite lit very well. They have very good visibility.
I can't see jack shit in there.
What do you mean? He's like really confused as he like gets up, and then as he holds onto his horse.
Bloody
Does his
Knight
eyes-
looking into the cave opening, it is dark. You can't see anything. It's pitch black. You'll need a lantern or a torch.
When Inigo looks at Lance, does Lance see anything different with Inigo's eyes?
You may roll. For that, it's your call. Are you using in what way are you studying him? Is this studying him with Velor? Is this studying him with
Awareness.
It'd
Just
be
awareness.
just awareness.
Yeah,
on
awareness
the
is
eyes.
basic knowledge of something odd. Velor would be more specific.
I guess like I was going to basically say awareness to see if there is any change in the eyes. But if there's no difference in how the eyes look, then yeah, I guess V-Law would have to be.
Either's fine. You just have to decide first what you're rolling.
Okay. I'll do awareness because I'm not assuming anything of V-Law and nature at the moment.
Awesome.
Actually, no, I'm gonna do V-Law. I do a lot of awareness anyway, and considering I've already done awareness looking at him
Mhm.
or looking around anyway. Yeah,
Are you invoking a passion to boost your Velor? Because your Velor is only 2.
Do it. Do it.
and the problem is I'm wounded, so it's a -5 to my stuff as well, isn't it?
Well, that's for physical actions.
Oh, for physical actions. Okay.
So this won't necessarily fall under it.
Would I invoke a passion for these?
Yeah. So an example of this might be Solaris, guide me. What am I not seeing? And that'll be a passion roll for Solaris to
Yeah,
boost.
I think I will do that. Passion Solaris.
16?
Considering.
Yeah.
Yep.
16 or
Okay.
lower.
2. I could have actually done Velor and gotten that. That would have been a crit.
Had you done Velor, it would have been a crit. Anyway, now roll Velor.
Yep.
What'd you get?
12.
You got a 12.
12.
Oh my god, you critted.
So that-
Increase your
I
Velor
critted
to
anyway.
3. Yeah, increase your Velor to 3 and add a check mark.
Uh,
Oh yeah, we haven't done your checks. Anyway, that's okay. We'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
Um,
Velor 3 and check it.
Yes. You stare at Inigo's eyes as you're wondering. You see Inigo looking into the cave and he's muttering, it's not dark at all. And it's that moment you realize Inigo's eyes, even the whites of his eyes, are all pitch black. The same black eyes of his horse. And for the briefest of moments, the horse gives a sound. You see a reddish glow surrounding the horse, and that same glow is around Inigo.
Lance pulls out his axe.
You're slowly you're sliding your axe out. You're still on horseback? Are you staying on horseback?
No, he's not good on a horse. He uses it just to move around.
So you hop off your horse.
Yep.
As you land on the ground, you end up leaning on a kneeling position a bit longer than expected. As you feel the pain in your body, this is just representing your penalties to
Yep.
physical actions.
Yeah, because
Not gonna
he's
be
still
good.
he's still got like a big bruise on his chest from being hit by the ogre.
Getting up to your feet as you stand up, you are bracing yourself for physical activity. We cut to you real quick, Inigo. You're looking into the cave. It is clean. It was like it was well lit. It's like you're looking at a room in the middle of the afternoon, and the room is illuminated. You could see every nook and cranny of the cave. You could see where the tracks lead deeper in. You see the makeshift elevator-like shaft on the side that they used to go into the deeper levels faster. And you see the figure standing at the mouth of the cave. Well, not the mouth of the cave, but the deeper part of the cave leading deeper into the mines. The figure that is pale, naked, hairless, with eyes that are open and pure white, staring at you.
You're not Quincy.
Occasionally, it twitches as if it's scratching its thighs with its misshapen fingers. But as it stares at you unblinkingly, it slowly begins to open its mouth. I'll get back to you. Denma,
yes.
you are approaching the well.
I am.
As you're approaching the well, you hear in the distance the howl of the wolves. And then all of a sudden, in the well, you hear a plopping sound, a wet sound of something hitting water.
It's a one-time occurrence.
No, now you hear a lot of smaller datting sounds, like dripping onto water.
Is there a way for me from the elevation of my horse to look what's happening in the well?
Absolutely. You just need to take like 2 yard steps forward. You?
I move with my horse.
Trotting your horse a few steps forward, you have a better vantage point of the well being higher. You see into the well. You see the brick interior. You see the broken rope that hangs and used to probably have the bucket to pull water out. And then you see the clammy white hand that grabs the brick, pulling the body up. This muscular, hairless thing that looks masculine, moves feminine, yet feels feral in nature.
Rory? No, sorry, wrong person. Sorry.
Skinwalker.
Fuck it's okay. Is there a way for me to determine based on the folklore what this is?
Well, there be monsters. You may try Velor to figure it out, but generally most of you just know there are monsters. There isn't a clear classification of these monsters yet.
Okay, but it's safe to assume it's a monster. Trying to find out what kind of monster is a role.
Unless there are now people surviving in the wells.
I mean, there could be
Well, people-
legends of things. So Velor is what you said.
Yeah.
Uh,
If it's identifying the monster specifically.
Okay. Can I invoke first? Maybe.
Yes.
I would like to invoke Solaris. Like his teachings would have told us the monsters that dwell in every corner, kind of thing.
Go for it.
I believe in Solaris. I got a 3 for 15. Okay, so that means Velor's 15.
Yes. What'd you get?
18.
You're not sure what it is.
Ah!
You're only sure that it's not alone. You see a second hand grab another rock, a second body climbing. You're now realizing that these two figures are crawling out of the well by grabbing the wall itself. And as
So-
the first one finally reaches over the edge of the wall, pulling its body into view, it looks at you and its mouth begins to open, but we're cutting to Vetra.
Puta na sa dako.
Vetra, you are standing at the mouth of the cave. You are now on the ground, rising from your kneeling position, axe in hand. You are looking at Inigo, who is not looking at you. He's focused on the cave. You're staring at his pitch black eyes. You're realizing now that on the ground underneath him and his horse, the smallest hints of grass and weeds present are shriveling. They're shriveling in his presence.
Can I sort of push my horse to the side and like sort of spur it to run back?
You can your horse is trained. You can tap it and it'll rush to where the squires are.
Yep, he will do that.
Sending off
And-
your horse trots off. Yeah, go on.
But is this like withering sort of spreading out?
You don't know how far the withering goes. It's just that directly now at the ground, since you did land on the floor, and and as you were rising, you were kind of looking at Inigo. You noticed the grass shriveling in his vicinity. crumbling into ashes. The howling intensifies. The cry of warning is urgent. And then you realize the howling is growing distant. The wolves are fleeing.
Wow.
Inigo, that better be you still in that head of yours.
As you mutter that, the pigeon knight calls out, "Trouble!" He is staring at what he realizes are figures emerging from the woods. He does not realize everyone else is focused on other things. Inigo, the figure has opened its mouth and the mouth has begun to stretch. Impossibly, that the chin is like at the mid of the chest area. The mouth has stretched so much you can probably fit a human head in there. Between lips, the teeth you see remind you less of a serpent and remind you more of a leech. This circular spiral of teeth.
Immediately Inigo is like baffled before putting on his helmet and then tapping Rocinante. Get out, get out, get out, get out!
Your horse gives a loud noise, and the next thing you know, as it turns, it tries to shove you away from the entrance. It's almost like it's trying to get you to grab its reins and ride it. What do you do, Inigo?
Inigo is like, no, you get out first. I will hold it at bay as he like draws his sword.
As you argue with it and you drawing your sword, we cut to you, Denma. The thing at the edge of the well is now hissing at you. It's opened its maw the same way. You see the spiral teeth in its open maw. You actually see as it hisses at you, the teeth actually start churning. They're able to move in this spiral motion. Very efficient to be able to feed on your prey that way, it seems.
I want to destroy it. There's the urge to swing my mace down.
You draw your mace immediately and raise it high, but you see the second one emerging beside the first. Are you fine with these odds?
Yes.
Engage against the two or back away?
I am. The player is like, oh god, but me for content justice.
Mace raised high, ready to fight. Brazen yells, "We're not alone!" And as Brazen hurries backwards towards where Pigeon Knight is, we could see where he was keeping watch earlier from the woods. Around 3 of these figures have emerged. The wolf howls are much more distant. Pigeon calls out, "We need a bastion! Somewhere where we could fight together!" Vetra, you're hearing all this? You're staring at Inigo. You barked out your words. Inigo did not answer. He instead talked to his horse.
And my worry is that whilst Inigo is focused on the front where the mine is, Lance has not heard anything from Adam.
Adam, no, but you have heard from Brazen and Pigeon.
Yeah.
You could, it's a quick glance. It doesn't really take quote unquote your action. You see
Okay.
Brazen hurrying back as things are emerging from the woods. You see
Yep.
Pigeon, who's like in the center. So using this map, he's in the crossroad area. That's
Yeah.
where Pigeon probably is. Brazen was in the far left side, and then the pinkish arrow is where Rose was. Whereas Inigo and Vetra are at the red arrowhead. So, with Pigeon calling for a bastion, a place where all of you can fight together, It's been silent in the pink area, and Brazen is now moving from the left area to where the red arrow is.
Hmm.
Inigo is focused on the cave and his horse. So Vetra, what do you do?
It's like Inigo is like insanely focused on the front. We got problems at the back. Lance is going to, if there is nothing coming from Adam, because usually Adam would be yelling out in
Yeah.
Mhm. Exactly.
for luminance and stuff like that. Have not heard that. That is a big worry.
Oh. I mean, oh yeah. 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 Totally. Gross.
Lance will call out to Pigeon and Brazen. It's just like, we head to the east. Have not heard from Adam. There
Do
may
you ride?
not
Do,
be
do
anything
you
there.
do you rush back onto your horse?
He will try and whistle for his horse to run up to him as he starts making his way to the east
So you
side.
turn away from Inigo. You yell out the words to the other knights, and as you whistle, your horse is coming to you, and you try to grab hold.
Yep.
And Inigo, you staring at the thing that has opened its maw, you realize further deep in the cave, because sadly you are not blessed with the ignorance of bliss thanks to darkness. You see around 3 more of these things emerging from inside the mouth of the deeper part of the cave.
Ah.
I'm starting to think that this was a bad idea.
You think? No, I'm not there. Sorry.
As you glance behind you, you realize Bloody Knight is already rushing for his horse. They're yelling about heading to the eastern side. You see Brazen yelling about things coming from the woods in the far south.
Okay, horse, maybe this might be a good idea to run. As he gets on his horse.
You grab Rocinante. To your surprise, Rocinante actually tries to flip you onto him, helping you. Both Vetra and Sin, please roll horsemanship.
Oh boy.
Inigo has a +5 to horsemanship because the horse is helping.
Okay.
Okay.
So Inigo has a base 18.
I just hit 18!
Lance has a
Hey!
base 9.
6.
Both of you ride, but then Inigo, since you critted, please put a check on horsemanship. Not
What?
only do you perfectly get onto the horse, but when the lead white thing charges in the darkness for you, your horse actually is able to rear back and both legs kick, smashing into that figure that tried to attack you while you were riding.
Andale, Rocinante!
The horse hooves smash into the monster. Please roll damage for your horse. I believe your horse damage is pretty high.
I don't know what my horse damage would be. Because we never got to that part. We never filled that in.
I don't think there is a specific horse damages.
Oh, it's not in the sheet. Okay, I'm so sorry. Roll 6d6.
Wah! Okay. Me.
And while you're rolling, Denma,
Yes.
mace raised. The first thing with its spinning maw tries to snatch at you with its arms.
I rolled
Uh,
a 29.
I in instinct, like, cause I have the high ground of my horse with the mace. Where it jumps, I like try to swing it out of the way. Do clean swipe.
Roll a d20.
Please let me be cool. Please let me be cool. Please let me be
My hands are
cool.
off. My hands are off.
Don't call attention to it. God damn it. 5 out of 8.
What was your number?
5 out of 8.
You succeed with a 5. You needed 8 or lower. I succeed with a 3, but I'm lower than 5. As the thing
Nice.
reaches, it grabs hold of your shoulder but you're able to smash it in the face, and it's forced to let go. Roll your damage.
Where is my bludgeon? Bludgeon, mace. Mace is D6.
The mace adds a d6 versus chainmail. This thing's not wearing chainmail, so you just roll your base damage, which is 4d6.
Piso. Piso for the mace, and then it's 10, 13, 17 plus 1.
Head pops open as you smash into this thing. The skull collapses upon impact as if it was hollow, as if it was fragile. As you bash through the skull and teeth start flying, the second one stands, seeing you. It howls towards the sky, and you suddenly realize in horror: is it trying to call more? Inigo, you succeeded. You succeeded with the kick and rolled 21 points of damage.
29.
29. The one you kicked actually explodes, dismembered from impact, as
Jesus
its torso is pulverized from the blow. Parts of it fly around and hit the ground, spinning like broken pieces. The three others that have emerged start to close in, and you're riding. And as you're riding, the group starts to converge in the crossroad, moving up the path towards the east. Pigeon Knight mutters, "Do you think this was a trap? Do you think they laid ready for us? Is this Quincy?"
Hell no! Does it even look human to you?
Brazen, of course, is yelling, "Where are the wolves? Where are the wolves?"
They're not coming.
As the rest of you gather and turn the area, you start rushing into what seems to be the remnants of an old village. You see Rose Knight with the mace ready, a creature by the well howling, a second creature which Rose seems to have struck, falling into pieces back into the well. The group gathers in this basic area. Who has the highest battle?
I have 12.
12.
My battle is 7, so it's tied to those two.
So Lance and Inigo, with both having battle 12, you may roll battle.
Mhm.
And whoever succeeds better found a better place to fight.
Rolled a natural
I have
20, so.
I have a
You
9.
fumbled. Sorry,
Lance is
Lance, you
like-
fumbled.
Lance fumbled.
Lance, please check your battle.
12. Yeah, gotta check it. So yeah.
You end up throwing the worst idea, which is, we can fight around the well.
I'll fight him head
Inigo.
on.
Inigo looks at him like incredulously, like, "Do you not see the fact that they are pouring out of the damn thing?"
There's a lot of blood in them.
What do you see instead as the best place to fight together?
In this case, Inigo is going to go. We must well, first off, crush that well. Less of them coming out to us. But also, we need to find a place to barricade, funnel them in.
You found it because you succeeded in battle.
Yeah.
What did you find? Did you find a warehouse? Did you find a barn? Did you find a... It's up to you. Did you
I
find a
was
bell
actually gonna say,
tower?
like, it would be actually I would say it would have to be a church. Like a small chapel from the
You
the
point at the
village.
ruins of a small chapel. It's a structure made of stone, so it's sturdier. And as you motion to it as the possible place to find shelter, Pigeon yells at everyone, "All right, horses! Let's knock the well down! Hurry!" All players roll horsemanship to steer your horses to do so.
Boy. I have rolled a 15.
Bloody
Or
Knight steers the horse and it kicks as well.
I have 9, I believe.
I went to
I rolled a
key
1!
break.
I rolled a 1! Oh my god, this gold dice is so nice to me. 1.
You're welcome.
Inigo, you rolled a 15.
Yes.
You're steering Rocinante to kick the well, but Rocinante is basically telling you, no, church, now, safer. and your horse is bringing you to the church despite everyone else gathering by
that
the
is
well.
so stubborn. I love that.
Denma, your horse kicks. The Bloody Knight's horse kicks. The Pigeon Knight horse kicks. The well starts to collapse into itself and the rocks are falling in. Brazen looks in the distance and mutters, "Oh god, I count at least 12 coming in." And you see from the west around 12 of these white figures closing in. But then Brazen sees something else. His eyes widen as he starts to see it in disbelief. He is overcome by fear at what he's seeing. Denma or Vetra, I'll need one of you to decide if you'll pull him off his horse to drag him with you, or if you'll hop off your horse to steer both horses.
Always save the horse. Like, let's go for a full save the horse. Like, try to drive both horses and dragging him. That's
So
fine.
you jump off your horse and you start pulling on the reins of both towards the church.
Yes.
Your hands are busy. You're doing this. No need to roll. Vetra, you being the one who is not held with tasks, you see Inigo already rushing to the church. You see Rose guiding the two horses. You see Brazen is still horrified, staring. It can't be. It can't be happening. This is impossible. You're not sure what he's seeing. You may see what he's seeing, or you may do something else. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't hear you.
I will see what he is seeing.
I'll have you roll Valor. As we near the end of tonight's session.
9.
Courage does not fail you. You see the impossible thing and stay focused. Stay calm. You see ashes swirling in the perimeter. You see broken logs, fallen rocks, timber, cloth, rising from the ground as if spun by an invisible wind. You see the walls of the small village rebuilding themselves. You see the smaller buildings, the roofs, the walls, moving back into place. A door rebuilds itself from the ground and snaps back onto its hinges, then closes. You see the well you just shattered, the rocks flying outwards from the hole, neatly piling again to form a distinct, fixed well. The shards of rope intertwining back into a working rope. Even the small wooden pieces forming the roof over the well.
Mhm.
The village is rebuilding itself around all of you. And how this is happening. You see the moon streaking away in the sky. Then the sun. No, not briefly. Not the sun, really. It's just the moon again and again and again. The sky is showing the passage of time. Backwards, faster and faster.
Oh shit.
As you look back, you see the rest of them are already hurrying into the ruined church. They don't realize the church is starting to have windows again, broken glass reconnecting into the open holes and forming the glass, the glass windows. You see the bell on the ground hoisted into the air, snapping into place in the tower.
So does it only seem to be affecting the village and not the already crushed 2 creatures?
Looking down, you see one of the crushed creatures that the Rose Knight destroyed earlier. Yes, it's still in pieces. And then in the distance, you see the Alpha Wolf staring at you. You hear the Alpha Wolf's voice reach your mind, resonating in your bones as it mutters, I leave you now, friend. Your fate has found you. We will remember you in our songs.
I'll be back.
No, my friend. This is the day you die. And we have protected you until this day came. The Alpha Wolf turns to walk away. You see the surrounding creatures, all these white faces, these weird chalk-like monstrosities closing in. You hurry to the church for shelter.
Yep.
And we will end tonight's session there,
Oh
my friends.
my god! That's my reaction.
You know what's gonna be funny after all this? Still walks out just like I'm alive.
My
Sin,
god.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm like, ah.
All right, that was super fun. Given that you are on a hard stop, we're gonna keep this really sweet. For any feedback, we're gonna probably tell our favorite moments probably at the opening and the next session, just to give you time to
Yes.
do skedaddles. By the way, everybody, it's Toby's birthday tomorrow, so be sure to greet him. And yeah, happy as a birthday to the Game Master. Thank you for finding time to run this short game, even if it has been a while. I mean, like, even if you have a birthday tomorrow, you actually went out of your way to, run a game for us. I appreciate that. Thank you for hyping it up. Now I'm glad, like, oh my god, we have to have a May session. By the way, guys, if you guys don't know, this coming May, we have Season 2 of the V Rising event called Deus Ex Machina. So it's very nice that we're going hand in hand with the last 2 sessions over at May to see the fate of Lance, Sangres, and Adam in this situation. So be sure to tune in to May for those last 2 sessions. And yeah, we're gonna raid out now, and I appreciate again Toby for the lovely session.
Thank you for having me. I'm so sorry we had a hard stop, but I hope you still enjoyed the game.
I was like, this breakneck pace. This is what they call the breakneck pace of like shit's about to hit the fan, and I love it. Thank you so much, and we'll talk about our favorite moments in the next session of Luminance. And if you guys want to catch the other 3 sessions, they are now in the YouTubes. For now, we're gonna raid on over to Tabletop Cinema, who is playing Limbus Company. So yeah, everybody, say goodbye.
Bye. Happy birthday, Toby.
Happy birthday, Toby! Yeah, okay. Just you will use the usual raid messages so that we can exit. We use the second one, we raid with cheese and
So
blood.
part of what we'll do next session, real quick, other than the recaps, Vetra will have to update your character sheet. Actually, you can do it now. Basically, for each the stuff you have a check, except for the latest one, which is the one you fumbled. You roll, and if the roll's higher than the current stat, then the stat goes up by 1. And then just remove the check marks.
Okay.
Um,
Alright.
Will do.
but
Alright.
yeah. And then each of you think of what you'll award the other players. Because remember, we try to do the awards at the end of every session. It's just
Yes.
that I have to go now, but you can
Yep.
you can mark each other's sheet that way if you want.
Okay.
Then I'll just add marks for your sheets next time.
Okay, thank you so much. Alright, bye guys.
Sorry, gotta go.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, what now?